Okay, it is 8:32, so we'll go ahead and commence with the Board of Finance meeting today, January 19th, 2026. And there's our third commissioner. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning.
You're the chairman of the Board of Finance.
Yes, he was last year.
Is that cold air Bobby out there?
Yeah, I got a scarf. My wife thinks she wears a scarf.
You're trying to what?
I wear a scarf.
He carried it
That
in
helps.
here. He carried it in here.
I carried it. I took it off at the door
Okay.
so I could breathe coming in. So
Okay, we aren't recording.
it's 18 cold with that scarf. I hold my hand up there too.
3 degrees.
What do you have?
3?
3.
I can't stop the live stream.
My truck's
The
in.
live stream.
So we've had the call to order, and as far as the next item on the agenda is appointments of president. I have a motion for appointment of the president of the Finance Committee.
I'll move that we retain Scott Ayers as president of the Finance Committee.
Second.
Hearing a motion and a second. Any other nominations? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And for vice president and secretary, I make a motion that we keep those exactly the same as we did last year. I think vice president Lauren Hilton and secretary is our treasurer, Melinda Rossetter.
I'll second that.
Hearing a motion and a second, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Hearing none, motion carries. Okay, and the third item, approval of minutes. I believe that the minutes are found in the package, and it appears, I read through them, appears everything seems to be in order.
Motion to accept them as printed.
I will second.
Hearing a motion and a second for approval of the minutes of the Board of Finance from February 17th, 2025. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. And motion carries. And at this point, I will turn everything over to our secretary, Melinda Rossetter.
The next item on the agenda is the investment report. As you can see, there's nothing on it because we have no investments. Same as last year, every time there is a Fed rate change, I do reach out to our approved financial institutions and ask them for rates. And to this date, they've not been more competitive with Trust Indiana, which is where the bulk of our funds are at this time. So
And
Trust
what
Indiana,
is that current rate with Trust Indiana?
it's between 3.5 and 4. It kind of moves around. There is a copy of that in your I guess it doesn't show the rates on this summary that I gave you, but they have been the most competitive for the last, at least 18 months. So I've left it there. Trust Indiana, it's liquid. It's not tied up for any length of time. So that's another benefit. You don't have to worry about not having access to it for 3, 6, 9, 12 months or more. But as I said, they've been very competitive, so be it for the investment report. Also in your packet is a monthly comparison report, which shows our fund ledger balances, and that we balance with the auditor, the treasurer balances with the auditor. There is this sheet is there, what we call the cash book. On one side, it shows where the funds are located, and on the back side, where the money is located on the bank, and that they do balance. Also, that summary of Trust Indiana. Any questions on those reports?
The CCRD, is that redevelopment? Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Where'd you see that, Scott?
On this page up here,
Have I got the right page? Maybe I
it's got the
don't.
Print's pretty small.
CCRD savings of 2.8 million, debt service of 347,000, and the reserve of 402.
Okay.
Oh, right there it is. Print's pretty small.
Yeah.
You see it? I need to get my eyes checked again. This one here. Horizon check.
What is the Trust Indiana premium savings? That's just what,
That's just our savings account. It's our premier savings. We used to have it in
Trust Indiana?
Horizon Bank
Oh.
or First Merchants or whoever would give us the best rate.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
So now
That would tie it up, what, right? Like a CD or?
right.
Yeah,
But
over
now
time.
Trust Indiana is the most competitive, so
Yeah.
it's all in Trust
Okay,
Indiana.
got it.
Any idea how long Trust Indiana has been available for government funds? I know, oh gosh, 15, 20 years ago, they were talking about opening up an institution for government funds. Has it been about that period of
Well,
time?
I know it was around when I first became treasurer, which has been 9 years, but I don't think it was new.
Okay.
So I'm going to say 10 years.
Okay.
At that point, we were still getting more competitive rates. Since COVID, basically, the rates just haven't bounced back, and Trust Indiana apparently fared better than most during COVID. So since then, I just haven't been able to get anything more competitive than Trust
Okay,
Indiana.
good.
Scott, 2007 is when the legislature authorized.
2007, okay, thank you. So, almost 20 years.
It was when I was in as the treasurer too, but it wasn't competitive with our banks.
Okay,
We had a sailing bank and it was really competitive with everything, so.
and my opinion, the nice thing about that, it's day in, day out. It's liquid funds, we can get to it,
Right.
it's not a time deposit where it's tied up for a period of time.
What do they do with the money?
Well, I guess they invest it, but they must have some,
Got some channels.
the actuaries that look at how much money is needed on a daily basis. They feel comfortable that they can probably tie their funds up for a period of time maybe get those better rates.
They've really grown. I mean, more and more government, Indiana government entities have jumped on board, so
Are using them.
they're pretty big.
Yeah. Very good. I like seeing the monthly comparison. And does that bring us down to approval of financial institutions? I know,
Well, yeah, we've already talked about interest rates,
Okay.
so.
Very- yeah.
I don't, I'm
no
not
new
requesting any changes.
institutions, just the same ones that we've had.
Right, Horizon Bank, First Financial, Regions, First Farmers, First Merchants, Security Federal, and Trust Indiana. Those are all of the banks that have a presence in Carroll County as well as Trust Indiana.
Okay. And do we need an ongoing approval of those institutions if they've already been approved?
Keep that same as or something.
Okay. Could I have a motion to approve the financial institutions that we have had in the past with no changes?
May I ask a question first?
Sure.
Cume Bridge on this sheet is $584,000. Do we have any Cume Bridge money other than that?
We do. The balance in the Coombe Bridge it's over 2 million, and
Well,
actually.
that's what I was thinking, and all of a sudden I saw this and I thought, oh.
Right.
That's somewhere.
But actually recently, in conversation with Hunter, we decided to pull another 1 million. So this 584 is now 1,584,000. That happened in January.
Plus another 2 million?
By then, not Hunter.
Yeah,
Or
no,
both.
no, that's never been,
Okay, so we have 1.5 million now in there. Plus we got another 2 million somewhere?
no.
Not for Cume Bridge?
It's all in the fund.
Okay. So,
When you take money out of the fund and invest it and tie it up for 3, 6, 9, 12 months, it comes out of the fund. But this isn't, it's not moving money out of the fund. No money was moved out of Coombe Bridge. It's just where it's at in the bank system.
okay.
You might explain what the difference is, how you're doing it than what we used to do.
Yeah,
Which is,
yeah, I'm trying to do that.
Yeah, I know.
The Trust Indiana is not considered an investment. It's just considered a bank. So when money is invested and tied up in a CD, 3, 6, 9, 12, 24 months, that takes the money out of the fund because they no longer have access to it. Okay, so on the fund ledger, you won't see it. You will see it in a different spot where it says investments.
Okay.
So if it's just in the bank, whether it's Horizon, Security Federal, First Financial, Trust Indiana, the money is still in the fund and you have access to it
Okay.
any day. So that's the only difference. But, and the other difference is putting it in Trust Indiana, pulling money out of the general operating account, the main bank account, whether it's Premier Savings or our 6 million or whatever it is that we still have at Horizon Bank. The interest for those bank accounts go to the general fund. With the exception of the drains, we do a report every month that has a balance of how much of that,
Right.
$30, $40 million is drain fund, and we do a report, so the drains get that interest. Otherwise, all the interest goes in the general fund. So the purpose of having these separate accounts, like there's a Coombe Bridge, there's a reassessment, CCRD. They'll pull money out and put it in a separate bank account so those funds will receive the interest. So basically, that's what Hunter did. So Coombridge will receive more interest. It will accumulate the interest on the 1.5 million now instead of just the 500.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I think so.
So the interest, you just said this, but I didn't get it. Does the interest on Cume Bridge, does it go into Cume Bridge or into the general fund?
Only the amount that's in the Trust Indiana.
Only the 584?
Right. So if there's $2.5 million in the Coombe Bridge, 2 million, whatever, and 1.5 in the Trust Indiana, the interest off the 1.5 that's earned at Trust Indiana goes into the Coombe Bridge funds. The balance of the money is at Horizon or Trust Indiana Premium Savings, and that interest goes into the general fund.
Thank you.
So if the money is invested, that interest goes into,
If the money's invested.
General
the
ledger.
If the money's invested, no, it goes into the fund.
Goes into the fund.
It goes into the fund.
Okay.
Single out.
I know it's, you pull it out of the fund, the interest that it earns while it's pulled out of the fund and invested for the fund goes into the fund.
okay,
Basically, if you separate the cash from the rest of the county's cash flow, then the whole purpose of separating is so that specific
adds
fund
back into.
gets the interest.
Okay,
Otherwise, it's combined, it's part of the general cash for the county and goes into the general fund.
okay.
So that extra million, where's it going? Where's the interest going?
In Coombe Bridge, going to the Coombe Bridge, because it's part of this
And
1.5.
Trust Indiana goes
Well, I just didn't know, I didn't hear you say it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it has, at the end of January, the interest will be more than, in December, the interest was $1,800 and some dollars, and in January, it'll jump up. I mean, it's not gonna triple because the money wasn't in there January 1st, but it'll more than double, I'm sure.
Okay, so let me ask, considering ARPA, the ARPA interest goes back into
ARPA
the ARPA
fund.
fund?
Correct.
Okay,
And the exception with ARPA is everything that's in ARPA is in this fund. So,
it's not separated out into two
no,
different
it's
groups?
everything that's in the ARPA fund is
Is-
in Trust Indiana.
Okay,
Everything that's in the CCRD debt reserve is in Trust Indiana.
okay,
Reassessment is another exception.
Where is
In
ARPA
Trust
on
Indiana,
there?
there's 434,000, but the reassessment fund actually has more than that in
Go
it,
back
so.
page.
Thank you. Thank you.
1.5.
okay. Gentlemen, any other questions for our secretary?
I could ask questions all afternoon here. Motion to adjourn?
Yep.
We got to approve the,
Oh, we got to approve the minutes first, or approve the report?
yeah, no, we got to
The
approve.
financial institutions.
Financial
Yeah,
institutions.
yeah. I ask for a motion.
I'll move that we use our current
First,
financial
okay.
institutions.
Thank you, Lauren.
Second?
All right. Motion and a second. Any other comment? All those in favor of approving our current financial institutions signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And any other business? Okay. I will ask for a motion to adjourn.
Yep.
Second.
A motion and a second. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Who made that first to adjourn? Did you make the motion to adjourn first?
Bill did.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
All right, thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Ted, how you doing?
Now, did you get those minutes signed?
Got there, you
Thank you. Stay warm.
Yeah.
Thank you, Beth.